person needs to defend himself from the mount. Can you lean back? I'm sorry, Dax is going to get squished a little on this one, so I apologize in advance. You want to do it on me instead?
No, sir.
I
don't mind. No, that's great.
So yeah, so the guy in Dax's perspective, if he's mounted, he wants to have his hands down in here. So, like the idea I get with Hodger's lesson is, he's trying to clear the arms out and stuff before he even takes them out. So by the time he gets mounted, it's like really, really tough to deal with, okay? So he takes a real high posture, but look, he's not sitting back here on the hips, okay? This is kind of a cool like idea, okay? What he's going to do is he's going to work a real high mount, and the whole focus of the pressure is to focus all your body weight on the lungs, just sitting down on them with all of your hip weight, okay? So once you get to this position, let's say he's struggling to keep his arms in. Previously, a mistake I would have was I would try to like put my hands on the ground and try to wiggle my knees up, and he can fight that and wiggle with me. Go ahead. See, so I don't really gain any ground, okay? So I'm just going to put the palms on the shoulders so he's kind of stuck. I'm going to start moving my knees up a little at a time. And once I find his ribs, watch his face. So you just sit on his lungs, okay? So he's getting like super fatigued right here, and it makes him start to like get really out of position with his elbows, okay? So, sorry. So look, arms on top, I'm going to pull it up and then just start shooting in deep with my hands. So you want to just focus here on getting the deepest grip that you can. I'll try not to squish you. That's fine. I'm offsetting my weight, okay? My hand can go north over his head or off to the side, okay? See how he's bringing his hands in? He knows I'm going for the choke at this point, right? So what we do is we're going to crush his hands with my elbow. I'm trying to put all of my elbow weight on that shoulder. That way, okay? I start moving my hand over. I'm going to drop. At this point, if he tries to bump me, my hand's going to defeat it. See how my hand's perfectly north in front of his head? Sorry if I'm squishing you too much. Fine. My elbow goes to the floor, okay? And you want to test the bump throughout this process. Like at any time, it shouldn't really be able to get you. Look, my feet never leave contact with his body. See how they're just kind of hooking onto him, floating? My thumb is what's going to start to look for the finish, okay? So I'm looking to put, I don't want to go like behind his head or anything. I'm just going for the inside of the collar here. If it's tight, you just want to take some time here and loosen that up. Okay, he's not going anywhere right here. Just loosen it up, and here's the real cool part of the move. Super strong grip now, before you even enter for the choke. Really, really strong grip. Now you see how his left arm is blocking his face. So if I just tried to like put my arm over his neck, like that, I'm running into a barrier. So I want to use this grip that I've got to scrape that arm off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my head on the mat, okay, and I'm going to raise that hip up a little bit. So if I'm here, I can't really move my elbow. So I raise my leg just slightly, and now I'm going to scrape his fingers off as I roll. Look, and then you just come back in and settle in, and then finish with the choke. That's the magic trick. That's the cross collar choke from the mount. Okay.
But coach, maybe you could go inner but be lower on my hips so they can see the difference in the bump. You know what I'm saying? Like try like scoot a little bit forward, but go for the choke below my ribs.
Okay.
Your butt below. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Way off balance. And the pressure that you feel, like the fatigue
I was about to tap before you.
It was funny when we were drilling it last night. Every time we would sit, we were like, it's really funny actually, where you focus that body weight. So let's say you land low, okay? We want to progress. Hands on the shoulders, and we're just kind of crawling up. 1, 2, nice and high. Sit the weight down. try to bridge. Deep grip. You want to sink the elbow. Start putting your elbow on the floor here. Looking for the thumb inside. Thumb inside. When you get the thumb inside, you want to wad it up and make it as tight of a grip as you're capable of making. Put your head on the mat. I have to have this leg raised a little bit, okay, so that I can make my elbow light. And then I scrape his fingers off like you're shaving his face. Connect, square back up, And Audrey was saying you can even be like totally off of the guy at this point. Sorry, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm not trying to squeeze him, but just show the body weight here. So you don't have to like be sitting on him at that point at the very end. You guys see how it works? I'd say be careful when you do the shave that you don't like rape your gi across the face. It's gonna like, I don't want everybody's skin to be taken off today. That wouldn't be a fun class. Just remember the golden rule, your friend gets a turn right after you, okay? So did I leave any details out there? Okay. All right, let's try.